Welcome back to the Co-OpCast podcast. My name is Carter. I am here with Colin and Sawyer. We're excited to get back to you after publishing our introduction video. We're here a week later. We're here to talk about a few things with you guys. Today, we just want to jump right into it.
Yeah, I think our main thing that we're planning on talking about is like gaming, like in general, because like that's what we do. That's who we are. That's why we have fun. Like that's what we do. Should we just jump into my first question, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Sweet. So my biggest thing is like, what to you guys makes a good game? Like it's interesting to me because to me, what makes a good game is something that like makes it interesting for the player while making it like it makes it so you don't fizzle out ever in the game. So what makes a good game?
Good question. Man, I've noticed in my life so many of the things that I loved as a kid continue on as an adult. So I really got into football. How old was I? Probably like 10 years old. And I played Madden 07. Calvin, my older brother, he brought it home from he went to GameStop at midnight, picked it up, and we played it on the Wii all night. And ever since then, Madden's always been a go-to for me. I buy it every year. And then also shooters. So for me, it's shooters and Madden. And any game in that realm, I'm usually gonna love it. I'll pick it up. And I buy those. So it's like my childhood experiences have continued on to my adult life, and it's cool to see that.
Yeah,
and we don't change.
Yeah, true. Because like I've been playing Call of Duty forever. Like Black Ops 1 was my first game ever back Xbox 360 because like I didn't have any like console before that other than the Wii. Like nothing really important. And, like I don't know. I feel like what makes a good game is something that like keeps you going, but doesn't like put too much on you, so that makes you like stressed out. That like, oh, I can't get this done. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like one big game that I always had a big gripe with was like Destiny. Like I played Destiny's hard out. Destiny 2's hard out when it came out. Like I played it so much, but like you take a week off of that game, you're behind, and you have to catch up. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I hate games like that. I hate it. Like,
no,
I
I'm
don't
with
know.
you there. I'm totally with you there. You know, for me, what makes a good game for me is something where I can progress in. Because when I get into a game, like to be honest, Among Us, a lot of fun. I played a couple games, played for like a week, and I just lost interest with it. Because for me personally, I just love having a progression system. I love unlocking things due to the time that I put in. I love being able to progress and become better through the skills I unlock and stuff like that. And that works both with online and offline games. Like for me, Skyrim is cool because I really love to be able to level up different skills and perks, even though it was offline. But also, you can also kind of compare that with like Counter-Strike. Even though you get the game, you already have all the guns. I mean, you can compare Counter-Strike with Call of Duty. There's totally different things you can unlock. But for some reason with me, I just loved grinding my rank on Counter-Strike to be able to try to progress my rank from the lowest to the highest I can get. And that's something that pushes me to keep playing it just because I just love the competitive aspect of getting my rank up.
Yeah.
You know, and that also compares with, you know, getting the perks and the skill levels unlocked with Skyrim. So that's what keeps me going. And that's what I think makes a really good game.
Yeah. Well, like, and what are some of our favorite games? Like, we know each other, but let's tell the audience here what are some of our favorite games, because like that really tells the big personality of like who we are and stuff like that. Because like I like most shooter games, but like Counter-Strike I wasn't introduced to until like 2 years ago by Carter here. Same with Sawyer. Me and Sawyer were introduced at the same time, basically. And like, I love Counter-Strike. It's a great game, but I don't know. I can only play it for like an hour or two. Whereas like Call of Duty, I don't know what it is about it, what it is about other shooters that I can just sit down for like 5 hours and just play. But like, I guess it's always just like your preference, personal preference.
Mm-hmm. There's lots of games.
Yeah, I guess I could go over my little list I made too. Like for FPSs, the 3 games I'm playing right now. Well, I'm not playing COD right now because I don't have the new Cold War yet. I get it tomorrow. But COD, I play a little CS here and there in Valorant. It's basically what I play, and that's it. Like I don't know, and that's mainly like
games we're playing right now. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Games I'm playing right now are those 3. But like I'm kind of in a limbo until I get COD tomorrow because I haven't really wanted to play games because like all my friends are playing other games. I think that's what else makes a good game is good social games. That like
Exactly.
That's what I was gonna say. Man, I've been opened up to a whole new world with Xbox Game Pass. Before I got that, I was mainly sticking with Valorant, Madden. What was I playing? Madden, Valorant, Sea of Thieves. Those are my main games because that's what my brothers were playing.
Yeah. Apex
but
Legends.
oh yeah, Apex just started that one last week.
True. I've been playing that too.
Yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, with Game Pass, I've so much fun. So I'm gonna download Destiny 2, Apex, Call of Duty Warzone, Halo 5, Minecraft with my wife, and Madden 20 comes on Game Pass as well. So I just picked up the new Series X, and Game Pass is legit. It's completely changed my perspective on video games because before Game Pass, I found myself buying a video game once every, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, because you don't want to invest the money into a video game that you're not going to put much time into. But since having Game Pass, so it's like $15 a month. I'm installing so many games. I'm playing them for a few hours. I'm buying games that I can play with friends for just a little bit, and it's completely changed my mind that so many games have value that we're not able to experience because of the money behind it. That we don't want to spend $60 on a game that we won't put much time into. But with Game Pass, it gives such a cool opportunity to be able to try so many different games that we never would have before, and just have little experiences with it that we wouldn't experience before.
So you're saying
I'm really.
Are you saying that you want to like so you think that the future of gaming should be like all of it into like a subscription base, kind of like a Netflix ish kind of?
Yeah.
Because then like we can experience all of them at once. Okay, that's cool.
That's the vision of Microsoft. So all the viewers know I'm big into Xbox, Microsoft. I keep up with it. I was pulled away from it with Xbox One, their worst console. Statistically, I switched over to PC because I was going to college, and I didn't want to have to buy a console and a laptop for college, so I switched to PC and then I went to, what was it? It was like 3 months ago. I went to Ian, my cousin's house, and he had Game Pass. He was showing me it. I was like, this is legit, but there wasn't enough content on it for me. And then 2 months ago, when Xbox Series X was really promoting their stuff, I was researching it. Peyton was researching it, and me and my 2 brothers, we all got really excited, hyped because so many good games were coming to it. That we're like, this is the future. Because, for example, today I downloaded Overcooked. It's just this little party game, and my nieces came over. Yeah, and that's a game. I don't know if it costs money. I'm guessing it does.
Like
that's a game I would never.
Cheaper.
Yeah, I would never buy that game, but because it's on Game Pass, I'm able to have that experience with my cousins and have a good time that I never would have had before. So I'm finding a lot more value in video games I never would have seen. And it's fun.
That's really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
and it makes sense. Like if you buy a $60 game and you play it, you get that pressure to keep playing it, or else you just feel bad because you just dropped $60.
Yeah.
And now what is it? $70 for the the next gen games?
Yeah, it's $70.
Yeah, so if you pay $70,
yeah,
then you're just gonna have that pressure all the time. Just knowing that, like, oh, I need to put this time in because I spent $70.
Yeah. like me, I always try to spend at least an hour a dollar. Like if I don't spend like
Yeah, it's
literally, I would
true. It's
try
true.
to get 60 hours in a game just to say like it was worth the buy. Like
Mhm.
I enjoyed the game for at least $1 an hour. Like
Mhm.
I
Yep.
don't know.
And
I
this
think
takes it totally out of the equation.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
finding myself, I'm like, so I'm paying $12 a month. And so in my mind, it's like I'm paying a video game every 3 months. Plus, Xbox Gold comes with it. So I'm already saving $60 a year. And so for me, I'm finding peace with it instead of like, did I really just spend $60 on a game? I'm only going to
mhm,
spend 15 minutes. Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Like
that's how I'm.
my my only thing with it is like these big companies. Like, do you think Call of Duty's ever gonna like buy into Game Pass? Is it in Game Pass right now? I don't
No,
think
it's
it
not.
is.
No, no.
No.
Like I don't know if the really big brands are going to, because then they're gonna lose money. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Um, I think that's why Stadia flopped. Have you guys ever heard of Stadia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Google
because I
Stadia.
yeah I remember it was gonna be like everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be the biggest new thing, and then I hear nothing about it anymore. I hear like a YouTube ad every like week. Like
Mm.
I see
I
ads
don't know.
for it sometimes, and they're like advertising it to be free now because they're just begging for people to come to them.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, now that Sawyer on his like Xbox rant, me and Carter are more PC Master Race people. um, Carter converted me. I have an Xbox One right down here on my floor. I haven't opened it for four
Collecting dust.
months. Basically, I'm about to sell it, but I don't know. I might get the Series X, but I don't know. I think I just bought a PC, like an actual good PC, so I'm probably not going to. But the Xbox Series X sounds awesome. The PS5 sounds awesome. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
everything like that.
No, I'm not a hater for consoles or anything. I have a Switch. The Switch is awesome, and I'll buy the next Nintendo console if it's good. But
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my PC for like my main gaming experience.
Well, that's the thing. I like us all because none of us hate on anything. We don't.
Uh-uh.
We're not here hating. Just for me, I will fully agree with you guys. PC is the master race. It's just so expensive, man.
Hmm.
And I like the cheap $500 that'll keep me for say 6 years, whatever it is. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
yeah,
agree
for
with you
sure.
guys.
Like, what was I saying? I feel like Nintendo's in its like own bracket of consoles though, because like I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
know, like they always have E3 where it's Nintendo, PS, PlayStation, and Xbox, but it's just like I always feel like Nintendo shouldn't even be in there. I think Nintendo's its own thing because like I'm always gonna buy Nintendo products because they have the games that are like childhood fun for
yeah.
me. Like they're I don't know. I think
No,
Nintendo shouldn't be in
in
that
my
race.
opinion, I believe that Nintendo, after having the Switch released, I think they dominate the portable gaming industry now. And I
yep.
think they're going to keep it that way, especially with their next console release. They're definitely going to keep that portable aspect in it because I think that's what drove all their sales. Because we can all agree that Nintendo doesn't dominate the console wars.
No.
But after the Switch, they've really risen up in the competition because you can't compete with the
Portable.
Wii U. But with the
Hmm.
Yeah.
Switch, there's some definite cons and some definite pros.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that after that, they're gonna have a lot of ideas to keep it going. And I
They
agree, they're
just
in a whole different category. You can't compare it.
I feel like all they need is a better processor and better graphics card in it, and it'd be amazing. Like the Switch would be awesome.
And what
Like,
they could do is have like a subscription like Game Pass, but have it be like old school games. Because Nintendo fans are, I think most of them are like old school gamers. Like
mhm,
if
It's
you had
true.
like a Game Pass sort of subscription for like GameCube games or 64 games, just like the top 100 copies, just that I think that would really be awesome.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but yeah,
true. So I got another question for you guys, real quick. Like, we're talking about like our gaming and stuff, but like, I'm wondering what's right and wrong about gaming today. Like, I feel like there's some things that have like tanked, and some things that have risen in gaming from when we were kids to now. But like, I want to see what you guys' opinions are on it.
I already got a couple things that I thought of as you were saying that. Um, I mean, there's some things I like and some things I don't like at the same time. I I liked it back then when a game was released and that was the copy you got. You didn't get weekly updates. You didn't get a bunch of bugs from an early released game that had a bunch of bugs, and I liked having those like cheat code that you could find to be able to put into the game. I mean, it's awesome now to get those updates to get cool new content. But there's two sides to it. I really like
Yeah.
having that when I was growing up, just having a game for what it was. But nowadays, it's also really nice to have those updates.
Yeah, like what I was saying before is like I feel like games are kind of just thrown in our face with how much like content is on a game, because it's just like there's just too much sometimes. Like I have to catch up every single week because I'm a college student right now. I don't have
Yeah.
9 hours a day to play a game, but they're making the games. I feel like sometimes for those people that play 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. What were you gonna say, Sawyer? I think you said you're starting to say something.
No, I was gonna say, where's Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude,
The
there's
best game in the
people
world.
who would buy Guitar Hero, and
The
they're
next
dead.
gen Series X
Next
Guitar
gen.
Hero.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
You
what I
need
want.
that. I know another thing that I have also thought of was just the way that games are made nowadays. It's just they're just begging for money from us. Just all of the microtransactions nowadays. You know,
Every single
you put
game.
a
Battle
Nintendo
Pass,
64 game
man.
in, and there's not a shop tab. You know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
there's not a
Battle
battle
Pass.
pass. Every game has a battle pass now. I'm so sick of seeing that battle pass. There's battle pass on Fun Run now on mobile. You know
Is
that
it
Fun
really?
Run game? There's a battle pass.
Oh my
What?
fetch. Fetch
I thought
me.
that game would die, but then you guys showed me it last year, and I was like, it's still going. This game's from like 2013
The
on
Fun
the
Run, if,
on
for
the
those of you
phone.
guys listening, is this mobile game where you race cute little fuzzy furry animals across a platform map, and you unlock little power-ups, and you can use little blades to chop your enemies in half and slow them down and finish first. It's just a race. It's just a really cheap 2D looking game. It's pretty fun to play, for a week, and then you're over it. But I got it recently and just was looking at it, and they have a battle pass. And it seems like every game has a battle pass now, and it's just kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
The
And of
thing
course,
though,
the games are free. A lot more games are free nowadays.
that's what I was
And of
saying.
course, they have to make their money.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
But
Like with the pro and the con of it, you get the pro of a free game that
yeah,
you know you don't have to spend the money. I love it. So
yeah,
I think if I had to choose, I would take the battle pass so I can get that free game. I love getting
I
a
guess
free
that's
game.
true.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I
I don't
get
know.
you there.
I hate the
Mhm.
games that just shove it in your face the whole time, though. Like
Agreed.
when I was big in Fortnite a couple years ago, and the battle passes were starting, like literally there was a pop up every single day that was just like, "Yeah, get the battle pass," or and things like that. And then the battle pass thing is like glowing in the corner, and it's like, bro, I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the game. Like I want to play the game. I will say I've bought the
Exactly.
battle pass. Like to be honest, I've bought it a couple times just because it's fun. And I had
Yeah.
a lot more time. Like I didn't have a wife. I was taking easier classes at the time, so it was like I got time to play 6 hours. Like
But no, there's some things that are just inexcusable for the way that they get players to pay them. Like, what's this whole new thing with the Halo 4 or the Halo Infinity with the purple color?
Oh yeah. Armor shaders. I'm not sure what's going down, but I know people are mad. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna make you pay for shade colors or something. I'm
where
not
it
sure.
was we're in like Halo 3 where you unlocked all the cosmetics through actually playing the game. Like
Yeah, beautiful.
I would understand if the game was free,
Mhm.
but then again, just for a color, if there was no way to unlock it only through a
Mhm.
paywall for
Yes.
Halo, that's pretty discouraging. And that's just what I don't like about the state of gaming nowadays. Just
Mhm.
everything's a money grab.
everything's a
It
penny
seems like a lot
pinch.
of things don't have the heart put into it.
Hmm.
And thinking about like how they could fix it. Just I've been we've been playing Cold War Black Ops. They it's fun because on for Call of Duty the skins you get they tell you the task you have to accomplish
Yeah.
in multiplayer to unlock the skin. So I feel like even though we have the paywall with skins, the way they could fix it is make every skin available if you can do something. If you can finish a task. But if you want to pay for it, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what's really fun. I love trying to finish tasks to get those skins on Call of Duty and stuff, get the headshots,
Yep.
100 headshots or whatnot. It's
Yep.
a good. I'm glad they still do that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, but loot boxes as well is another thing that just bothers me.
Yeah.
Just the way that they, just like you said, Colin, the way that they like show you in the corner of the screen, it's all glowing, and they want you to buy some loot boxes. Like in
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, they give you a free crate that's like worth 20 cents in the market, but
then
you have to
buy a $3
spend
key.
$2.50, $3 on a key to open it to get a 4-cent skin. And they trick you. They tell you that there's a chance you could win a $100,000 skin.
Yeah. It's bull. Like
a flipping code, $100,000, whatever.
mhm.
Even if you get that code, like even if you get that skin, it's just code.
Mm-hmm.
I would sell it right away. Like there's no
Yeah.
reason to have it. Like
Yeah.
you see like pros and stuff have the gloves on Counter-Strike. And it's just like
Yeah.
I know you guys play this game like all day every day, but like is there really a point? Like I don't know. Like look at me. I got gloves on.
Red gloves.
What I would do is I'd put like $5 on my Steam account and just go through the market and find like 20-cent skins, and then I'd be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's kind of cool to have a little skin, you know.
Because at least it's not default.
You don't need to have $50 to a $300 skins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think is kind of wrong with gaming today is that there's not enough like chill games that have the right amount of content. Like, does that make sense? Like the newest like chill game that I can talk about that's actually good is like Stardew Valley. Like,
Oh yeah,
and that's like the only one I can think of. That and maybe
and there's
Minecraft.
no microtransactions, is there?
No.
And I know Minecraft does, but that's fine. I'll allow Minecraft to get that.
Well, Minecraft being the biggest game in the world forever, it's going to be for the next 50 years. Like, with billions of copies sold, like, it's going to be the biggest game ever. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's sometimes I want a game that I can just, like, sit down and not worry about anything else and play it. Yeah. Like, Call of Duty sometimes is that for me, but, like, it's sometimes, like, I have to try hard in it sometimes. Like,
yeah.
And I don't like that. I want a game where I can just sit back and relax. And I want
and going back to the very beginning, what you said, that makes sense with Counter-Strike, because you were telling us that you could only spend like an hour on Counter-Strike, but you could spend all day on Call of Duty. That's just because Counter-Strike is just so much
mentally exhausting.
Exhausting. You get bashed on by your team if you perform badly, and you know, you can't really just sit there and chill. You got to really lean forward in your chair and play it.
Try hard.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's like
I kind of like that. I like
doing
that sometimes. Yeah, you do.
Because you have to keep like literally when I play, I think about football and the sports I've played. You have to keep the fundamentals in every game, thinking about the fundamentals, like keeping my mouse right where their head's going to be if they pop out, or just like keeping that mental focus constantly. It's so draining. And that's why I'm really bad with mental focus. That's why with Valorant, I can do really good or do really bad.
Yeah.
I can't keep that focus.
Yeah, just like even today, 2020, even compared back to 2015, esports is more considered a sport than back even just 5 years ago. People would just joke about it, but I feel like in 2020, this day and age, esports is a little bit more respected than it was.
Do you
and I think Fortnite kind of helped with that.
Do you think that's a good direction or a bad direction for gaming in general?
I support it. I don't feel bad for calling it a sport. Sport doesn't have to be physically exhausting.
Well, I'm meaning like, is it bad that we're getting more and more people that like are trying to become professional? Like, because like I feel like that's why there hasn't been as many chill games or as many like games that you just play to relax, because there's these games that you can go pro in, games that you, if you put the time in, you get better. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that, but I respect anyone who tries, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think any competition just will breed better games. So I support it, man. Okay. I think what's cool is I feel like the world's turning to, like, when I talk with my cousin, he's 35. He hasn't played a game since what was it? The Super Nintendo. That's a lot. No, sorry, 64. And I tell him because he doesn't really, he's not married, doesn't do much, and I always tell him, dude,
Right.
go buy an Xbox or something. He's like, no. After I played Ocarina of Time and those games, I was done. Like I don't have any interest. Because to him, I feel like video games are only for kids. But if I could see the world turning to video games aren't just for kids; it's for adults, it's for everyone, right? It's just a It's just a hobby to have, and it's cool to see that the world's changing that way.
Yeah,
Because it really is. It's just a hobby. Like however you want to
exactly.
spend your time, just do what's fun. It's not
Seriously.
for kids.
I had so my uncle-in-law, my wife's uncle, we had like a 10-minute discussion on like whether playing video games or reading books is better. And I'm like, well, if you're just reading a fictional book, you're basically reading a
Exactly. Yeah.
movie. Like you're doing the same exact thing. You're wasting 3 hours of your day, and I'm just doing it on a screen, and you're doing it in a book. Like,
Mhm.
Difference is you're secluding yourself when you're reading that book. There's a lot of
yeah,
games where you're talking to
and like,
strangers, talking to friends, communicating. You're using a lot of different skills than just, a lot of the older generations say you're just exercising your thumb muscles. But I was just the other day helping move someone out of their house, and one of the guys that was helping that family was complaining about how much his son loves video games, and he's just so mad. He's like, I am probably the biggest. I hate video games the most out of this whole city. Like everyone in the city, I'm the biggest person that just hates it. I just didn't know what to say. Like, I don't think there's anything I could have said. And I really think that, the state of gaming today, I think that a lot more people are getting more comfortable with it, but there's still those people that are just so against it. And I don't think I don't think there's anything we could do to convince them otherwise.
mhm.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah. The biggest problem I see from their perspective, from the perspective of people that don't understand like video games, is that they see people that literally waste their lives on it. Like there
Right.
is that fine line of like people
Oh
that
yeah.
do play 10 hours a day and don't do anything else with their life, and
Oh
people
yeah.
like us, like we're all pursuing something in life. Carter
Right.
he's part of a farming family. He farms. Like he works every single summer, every single day basically he works. I'm going to school to become a teacher here pretty soon. Like it all depends on
Yeah.
what you want to do with your life as well with it, but
Right.
it is
We're
that
all
fine
married
line.
too. We're all married. We all have wives, and the time that we're recording this right now, we all just had this small window where we could record. We 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 have lives, and there is that fine line where you have to keep track of the level that you have with your passion for this sort of hobby, because it can get you. You don't want it to get you.
Mhm.
Mhm. For me, it's the thing that bugs me the most is I think people put like watching movies and television over video games. Like video games are worse for you than that.
Exactly.
Like
I don't
they
it's
don't
the way
mentally
I see
say
it.
it. I mean, they don't physically say it, but they'll mental. I know they mentally think it. Like if they see a kid playing video games, they think it's wasting time. But when they're watching a movie, in their head it doesn't go. This light doesn't go off like, oh my gosh, they're wasting their time. But to me,
Mhm.
it's the total opposite.
Yep.
Like Carter already said, I'm talking with I usually will only I try to only play with people. So I'm talking with my family, my friends. I'm
Yep.
keeping mental focus because the games I usually play are competitive,
You're not
shooters.
just sitting there just staring at the monitor. You're using your
Exactly.
fingers.
Yeah.
Like when I watch a show, I can't watch more than one, maybe two at a time. And then like
Mhm.
I just lose interest and I need to go. Like my brain isn't doing anything, so I can't do it, man. Like
Mhm.
me and my wife watched the second Harry Potter a couple days ago, and like halfway through the movie, I was just like, can this just be
Classic.
over already? Like I'm so
Dude,
done
don't
with
bag on
this.
Harry Potter, man.
I don't hate it. I love Harry Potter. It's just I was just bored. Like I'm ready to be done with it, man.
I get you. Yeah, I
Like
get
it's
you.
so hard for
Yeah.
me to rewatch movies unless I haven't seen them in forever. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
anyone
know.
who's listening to this right now are probably gonna hate me after I say this, but every time I'm deciding to watch a movie with my wife, we always bring up Lord of the Rings, and we don't want to just put in 3 hours to watch the first one.
Dude,
We
I
both
didn't
haven't seen it.
I watched that one like 2 weeks
But
ago.
it takes 3 hours.
It's 3.5 hours long. The Fellowship of the Ring is 3.5 hours long, not extended. Like
Look,
it
I
blew my
will watch it if you
mind.
guys convince me to. If you guys
It's
go to the
it's
Discord
really
and go to
really
the
good.
suggestions and tell me to watch this damn movie, I will watch it. But I would rather watch a 30-minute episode of The Office. It's not even 30 minutes, it's 20 minutes, right?
It's
I
like
think it's 30
25,
minutes.
30, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'd
cool.
rather watch 3 episodes of The Office than a 3-hour movie. And
Well, think about it. Like 3 episodes of The Office, only an hour and a half.
right,
You're literally watching 7 episodes of The Office in a row to watch one Lord of the Rings.
yeah. No, that's a whole other discussion
We
we
can
can have in the
have,
future.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
true,
could have
true.
a full episode about Lord of the Rings, and I can convince you both. Or
Yeah,
Carter.
we'll do it.
Easy. I could talk an hour on that. 2 hours.
We'll do it.
No, I want to.
I know
Like,
how much you
I'm
love
gonna
it.
watch the second one here pretty soon, but it's just I
Nice.
can't. I need to find a 4-hour window I can watch it in.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like sitting there being quiet. Like, I'll eat a snack, whatever, watch the show,
Mm.
but I could play 3 hours of a game with you guys, and it'd be fun. It'd be great.
Oh, we do that every other night sometimes. So, like,
But I just sitting on the couch watching something, and you're not really allowed to talk that much.
Yeah, I get you.
Maybe I just miss going to a movie theater because I love going to the movie theaters.
Oh, I miss it so much.
But yeah, I think we're getting a little off topic.
that's fine.
Yeah,
That's where we go, man.
right. So what are the? I mean, I never got to talk about the games I've been playing lately. Um,
Good.
Actually, you guys both know I've been playing Rem Royale lately. Rem Royale is a dead game, but it's a lot of fun, especially because I can play with my wife. It's like the one game besides Animal Crossing that I get to play with her. And we have a lot of fun. It's just a battle royale game, pretty simple. Been loving that lately. But I did pick up the new Call of Duty Cold War, and I've only owned 2 other Call of Duty games in my life, so it's been a lot of fun. I'm not really used to the whole tradition with a Call of Duty game. I've never prestiged. I've never really played zombie modes at all, so I've been loving it so far. It's been really fun. And I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft as well with Colin, which we need to get back on that.
Yes, for sure. We need to
Call of
beat the
Duty
Ender
kinda
Dragon.
Call of Duty kind of brought me down from Minecraft for a few days.
Hmm. Well, and it's
Um,
going to because I'm going to be getting it tomorrow, and I'm going to be playing a lot for the next couple days, and then I'll be AFK for like a week.
right.
AFK.
So what do you think like left you from buying a Call of Duty? Like,
Yeah, I
made
want.
you
I want to
think-
hear.
Yeah,
I want to hear
like
this. I
what
want to hear this.
made you not want to buy a Call of Duty?
I don't know. I mean, you guys would come over and bring your copy sometimes, and we would have those sleepovers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We just played Halo a lot. I played Halo Reach. The first
we
time
did.
I got an Xbox, when I switched from what did I have in before the
You had
Xbox
the
360?
Wii. I think that was
The
it.
Wii? I just
Yeah.
had the Wii.
The
I was
Wii
playing
then
like
360.
Medal
Yeah.
of Honor on the Wii. That was fun. But when I got the 360 from my cousin, we went and picked up Halo Reach, and that was my first Halo experience. I got to see, you know, my cousins play the older Halo games, but I played Halo Reach the first time on the Xbox, and it just hooked me from there. So I never really got into Call of Duty. Like, I just feel like I had more to do with Halo. I didn't want to have to divide my time. I was
Yeah,
pretty big into the multiplayer of Halo.
for sure, for sure.
I'm a big competitive gamer guy. I really like to. I don't know why I didn't get into Call of Duty because I'm pretty competitive, but I just, the games that my mom let me buy, I didn't have money. The games my mom let me buy back then were the games I played, and every other game didn't really exist to me. So
Mm.
I think having that Game Pass nowadays is going to introduce a lot of games to a lot of kids that are playing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna come out for PC that's kind of like a Game Pass. Do you think there's anything gonna come out?
Well, Steam has a lot of
There is
sales.
Game Pass is on PC.
Well, for Microsoft,
Yeah, for
Colin? Yeah,
Microsoft games.
there's a Game
Well,
Pass for the PC, but
I'm
for
meaning
Steam,
like
I don't
Steam
think
games.
Steam needs it because if you look at the store, like every holiday, there's a lot of sales, really big sales too. Like some game, like Rust, is originally $30, and I picked it up when it was $4 just because I saw how cheap it was, and I was just like, let me just buy it right now because maybe in the future I'll get into it, but I'll just buy it right now, put it in my library because it's $4. And a lot of like AAA titles I see get really big sales, like $20 off, $30 off, and of course that's not Game Pass level, but
Hmm.
you don't see that on you didn't see that back then on console before Game Pass. You didn't
Well,
see
so
games that popular that cheap.
Yeah.
My thing is, Sawyer, do you think Game Pass is going to cycle through games like enough to verify it? Because like that's also a big worry for me. Is like you're paying $15 a month, and if they don't bring all that much new content, then I don't think it's going to be all that worth it. Because then, like, think about it.
yeah.
You're paying $15. 4 months is a whole game. That's how much I'd be usually paying for a game that I actually enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Will
I
there
get you.
be
I get
will there
the
be at least 2 games that come out every 4 months that make me want to keep Game Pass? Like,
Okay, yeah. So, Game Pass has a lot of new stuff coming. So, Xbox just bought how many? Microsoft just bought 8 new game studios, including Bethesda. And so in every single game that every studio that Microsoft owns, every one of those games will go on Game Pass day one. So you won't have to buy any Microsoft games. So that's Halo, Skyrim, the
Oh.
new Bethesda games. Let's
can
see,
I just say any hype for
Gears of
Elder
War.
Scrolls 6?
Oh, Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exciting.
Any
I'm
hype?
excited. Yeah,
Sorry to
we'll
cut you
definitely
off.
talk about it when it comes
Dude.
out for
Oh
sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll talk about it.
we'll probably play it.
Yeah.
So Microsoft has been showing that they're willing to buy studios, which is really cool. They, I've been listening to some people, and they're talking about how much money Microsoft has to spend, and it's a ridiculous amount of money. If they want to buy a studio, they can buy it. And they also partnered with EA subscription pass, so you can get all the sport games that EA owns. Battlefield. What else are there? All the EA games are on Game Pass. They'll stay there. And then you also get the gold subscription with it.
I guess that's true. That's another $60 down. So you'd actually have to say like 3 games every 4 months.
Exactly. But just Microsoft is moving in a direction where they're building so many solo games that literally just Halo, Skyrim, Gears of War. Like those are 3 games I'd buy. $60 each. 60,
Yep.
120, 180 plus gold. That's 240. Right there saves it. But then when you look at all the indies, they get a lot of indies that come in every month. It seems like they're changing games out, putting new ones in. They're not
Yep.
AAA's, but they're little indies that you get to try out that you never would experience. Because there's a lot of game developers making video games that no one gets to try. So I think with Game Pass coming out, all these little indie studios that put effort into making video games that no one tries, they're going to contact Microsoft because this is going to be their way to have their games be shown. Because Microsoft's willing to throw games in there, if they add to their collection, they're going to do it. So I'm really excited about the future of it. It's just getting started, I feel, but a lot of people are getting hyped about it. Like I think it's 80% of Xbox Series X owners own it, and it's just moving up and up. So
Nice.
it's good
No,
stuff.
that's great, but the only thing I can think of is just it's kind of sad not being able to do the midnight release thing anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Though.
All you got to do is just wait till like midnight,
Yep.
whenever they update the Game Pass to be able to play it. But
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
had some good memories with you guys too, just having a midnight release experience with the new game, waiting
Like,
outside, talking
going
to other
back-
people,
Going back home and playing it at 1 a.m. Like,
Yeah. No, that was good. Good memories.
saying,
But
so?
I
You
don't
said the
think
best?
it'll happen anymore.
I was saying this is the best midnight releases.
Oh.
I'm sure we'll still do it with some games. I mean, I don't know what games, but
Right.
once COVID's over, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I have one more question. If you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Hit me.
So I'd say we're in the battle royale era of
Yes.
gaming. Since
agree.
2017, when Fortnite really got big, to now 2020, I feel like we're in the battle royale era. Do you think that's good or bad for gaming as a whole? Being in the battle royale era, do you think this is going to help gaming in the future, or kind of hurt it?
I think it brought a lot of new gamers into the community because a lot of the battle royale games are free, and you didn't really see that before that. A lot of games didn't have that free pass to get into it. So I think it did bring a lot of people into the gaming community. But like we were talking about earlier, I think it introduced the whole battle pass nonsense.
Mhm.
as well. So there's good and bad.
Well, and the main reason I asked that is because like I feel like every game now that's like a AAA shooter game, they feel like they have to have a battle royale, and it's just like, no, you don't have to have a battle royale and take away from you developing the multiplayer or developing the campaign or developing the other parts of the game that I love. To like, I don't know. But
Yeah,
then
I
again, it
laughed out
must
loud
make
when I saw the Battle Royale mode update for Counter-Strike.
yeah.
Are you kidding me? How are they
It's
going to do
so
that?
Counter-Strike is the last shooter that should ever be flipping battle royale, but
yeah.
it just shows how popular they are that even Counter-Strike's doing it.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
I've never
Well,
tried it. I want to try it, but
it shows how much money's in battle royales. Like, how much
Yeah.
money do you think people spent on doing the battle royales Counter Strike? It's probably a
Yeah.
stupid number of billions of dollars. That's just like,
Well, the first
gross.
thought I had when I got out of the Hunger Games movie back in like what was it, 2012? The first thing I thought of was like, man, they should make a video game like that where you drop and you kill each other, last man survives wins. And look where we are now.
Well, like, and we were thinking that was crazy. That would be too hard because
Yeah.
like Battlefield 4 was promising back when it came out in like 2014, 2015. I don't remember. But like, it was promising 64 people lobbies, and we were like, "Holy crap, 64 people's in a lobby!" And now,
Mhm.
if you have less than 100 in a battle royale, you're just like, "Wow, this battle royale sucks." It's like,
Yeah.
dude, literally 4 or 5 years ago, we would crap our pants to see more than 32 people in a lobby.
Yeah.
Like,
DayZ was amazing to be able to, like, my friend told me about it. I couldn't believe it that there was a server where it was this big island where you gather resources in real time with other players doing the same thing, and it just blew my mind.
so I guess all in all, it probably helped gaming.
Oh yeah,
Battle royales probably helped gaming. I don't know. I think I'm just sick of it, so that's why I was thinking like, yeah, they'll agree that it hurts gaming. But no, I'm sick of battle royales. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like Apex is fun, but I'm so tired of being third partied. Like
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting two teams at once. I'm tired of having
Yeah.
a team of god tier players against me. Like I can withstand it in a Call of Duty match where it's only like 10 minutes long, but when you send me back to the lobby to take another 10 minutes to get into another game, oh, sorry, I'm ranting now. I'll shut up.
That is why we need Guitar Hero.
Guitar
Yes.
Hero, bring it back.
Well, I think that's a wrap, guys. What do you think?
I
Yeah.
think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to join the Discord and drop a follow, drop a sub if you enjoyed the podcast. We'll be back at you guys every Wednesday, so
Yeah. And
don't
don't forget
forget
about
to
the
watch
Twitter.
it. Yeah, we got Twitter. We'll make sure that we blow up your social media if you give us a follow. We'll let you guys know when our new episode drops, but it will drop every Wednesday. So we'd love for you guys to join us next week. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.